this is my Christmas tour video. I'm so excited. I have literally been working on this house for months. That's a different problem, but I just love this time of the year. It's my absolute favorite. It reminds me of childhood and just being able to recreate and kind of put my own spin on Christmas now that I'm a mom and I have a kid of my own. It's just the most fun thing ever. So I hope from this video you get inspired, you find tips and tricks that you can create in your own house, and I hope that you have a magical Christmas season and that this kind of inspires that. So let's get started. So this is my first tree of the house. This is the tree that you see right when you walk into the entryway. And I kind of debated whether or not I wanted to do a theme throughout the entire house. But the problem with that is I have too much stuff of two different kinds of patterns and vibes and feelings that I couldn't just pick one. So I did kind of a different theme for every layer of the house, every floor of the house. So this is the first layer, if you will. I did this little baby tree with green and ambers and yellows and golds. And I think it's real cute. She's little, not totally packed, but just like a little something of Christmas when you walk in. Pillows, I think both of those are from Target. Tree I got from Balsam Hill. The ornaments I got from Balsam Hill too. And then ribbons, picks, I think tree topper, I got from this really cool store in Los Angeles called All Dick Home. If you ever come to Los Angeles during the month of like October, November, December, I think, you have to go to the store. They decorate all of these trees to the nines. It feels like you're in a winter wonderland. It's amazing. And they also have really cool YouTube tutorials online that show you how to kind of put a tree together from start to finish, because when I started doing these a couple years ago, I had no idea what I was doing. So it's really helpful. They teach you how to put in the ribbon and then put in the picks and like decorate it so it feels full and beautiful. And I feel like I do maybe 50% of what they do. It's not as full as what they do, but I still have used what they taught me to kind of make it my own, if that makes sense. This is our entryway, and this is our Christmas card from last year, which is so cute. Cal was like, let's see, a little less than a year and a half maybe. It's crazy how much they grow so quick. I got this from Target, these from Target, that from Target a couple years ago, this from Target. And then I made this wreath. I just put a bunch of different picks and pine cones in there, and I think it turned out really nice. And then I got this ribbon too. I layered it, I double layered it with this kind of white sheen ribbon and then a light sage ribbon. Isn't that pretty? And I put it right on top. And then I made the big bow, and there she is. I got this cute little horsey at Home Goods. I had to have him. I don't even really know what he is. I guess he's just a decor piece, but I put it right at the bottom of my stairs and my garland. And then this garland is real garland. It's real cedar garland. You can probably get it at any Christmas tree lot. And I've used fake garland in the past, but what I found is it is such a pain to take all the fake garland down, take all the lights off of it, take all the picks out, and then you have to like store the garland, and it doesn't really store that well. It doesn't store like trees for some reason. So I have just determined that from now on, I'm going to just get real garland, layer it, and then I can take all the pieces off when I'm done with it and just throw it out. And then it also smells nice, and I don't get real trees. So this is like my way of bringing in real Christmas smell. I would kill a tree in 5 minutes, as we all know, based on my vegetable size. So this is my way of at least bringing in something that's real and pretty and smells nice. So for the garland, you get a real piece of garland. I think this one is like 40 feet. And I tied it to my banister with floral wire and duct tape. It can be kind of heavy. I put the lights, these little twinkly lights, all through it first. And then I put these little They're like icicle picks almost, or icicle garland, I should say. And I wrapped that all the way through and then packed it with mini pine cones, this really pretty flocked pick. And I think I got these picks from Amazon. Any picks like that, just faux flowers, I just get from Amazon. So this is tree 2, 3, and 4. I have a tree for Salmon Butters, the Yorkies. I have a tree for Chenzo, the trash dog, and I have a tree for Cooper, my doggy. And I ordered all different kinds of ornaments that were like dog-like. So I got a real Yorkie guy, and then I got a Cooper, and then I got a Chen's. Where's my Chen? There he is. So these are their trees. They all get their own trees because every dog needs their own Christmas tree, obviously. And then I have their portraits on the wall too. And so I gave all of them their stockings and little Santa hats. The little stockings are just obviously for decor because you couldn't fit more than like a treat in there. But don't worry, they have 2 other stockings upstairs where they will be getting their treats. So fret not, we will think about the dogs for stockings too. This is so funny. So we already filmed the entryway part, and I just looked, I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror, and then I looked back and then I saw this huge glob of peanut butter that I didn't even know I had, which is such like a toddler mom dilemma. And I wonder if it was on me in the first part. I guess we'll see. So funny, well, I'll wash it. So peanut butter is cleaned, and now we're on the main floor of my house, and it's been Christmas-ified. So this is our little sitting area, which my dog Cooper loves. It's his absolute favorite place to chill. And then this is maybe my favorite spot in the whole house right now for Christmas. So this is where I put all of my Christmas cards that we get. And I love seeing them all, and they're so cute. I also use this little area, which I have to cover the Sonos. Chris is very insistent on sound being like a major part of every TV. I'm sure that comes as a shock that he would be very specific about something, but I need a way to cover it. And so I found that covering it with frames and just putting all of our Christmas photos from years past and some Christmas photos from when Chris and Matt were kids and when me and my brother were kids. Like a little baby Chris and Matt. Oh, this is really baby Chris and Matt. So cute. So I just use that, and then I can see Christmas over the years, right when I come up, and it's so cute. And so how I secure the cards, I just take these little, they're almost like place mat or place name holders that you see at dinners. And I take these and I put them down, and then I just put the Christmas cards on top, so you get like a little stand for them, which I think is cute. And often they'll fall, so that's when you need your handy dandy tacky putty. If you don't have this in your junk drawer, get it. It will come in handy. You will use it like once a week for some odd reason, but I love these. So I think this might be the last year for this couch. As you may know, I shave this couch once a year. Gets its annual shave. I had my mom do it this year and put her to work. But if you have a guy that is living in your house, or if you are a guy, get his electric razor and just shave the couch. And it looks so, so nice. I will say that this time that I did it, it didn't come out looking as nice as it has in years past. I think it's just like more than 5 years old. It looks a little grungy, but it's still way better than it was, especially if you have pets or kids. It just gets so pilly, and the electric shaver is the way to go. So this is actually something that I saw on TikTok, this little craft, and I think it turned out really cute. And this is how you do it. You get a big vase, you get a smaller vase, stick it in the center, and take whatever branches, trees, picks that you want to use in the center of your centerpiece. And then you're gonna fill the rest with these cute little wrapped peppermints. And so people can just take them as they want. And I think it turned out really cute. I will say I had to use like 6 or 7 bags of the small bags that you get at the grocery store of these peppermints to fill it, but it ended up being cute. And so like in total, it was probably $50. If that's something that you feel like you would be willing to spend, I think that's how much I spent in total on this guy. Got these from HomeGoods, the 2 trees. And this is my favorite new interior design trick of the season, is lifting anything that seems like a little small on its own. So I have this candle, and by itself, like it still looks cute, but it just looks a little unfinished or unpolished. And so I get these lifters, and you can get them all over Target or Lulu, Georgia, all different kinds of interior design places. And they're almost just like giant coasters. And then when you stick them underneath, it just makes the whole situation feel more together and polished and like you did something with intention. And I love them. And I have so many now. So I probably overdid it, but I think they're very cute. So this is my cooking, baking area of the kitchen. And as such, I have this cute little Santa that I got from HomeGoods, my little baking Santa. I think he was like $7.99 or something, really splurged. And then this little set, the milk, reindeer treats, I think this guy's cookies underneath, is from Target a couple of years ago maybe, if you can find it. I also got some cute baking and arts and crafts magazines that I put out. I think it just adds a little like hominess to the whole area. Obviously you can't keep cookies out for like months at a time because that would be gross. So I instead put high chews in this little tub. And these are the second best candy on earth, second only to Laffy Taffies. And if anybody disagrees, I'll fight them. And I'm really good at boxing, like a really, really good fighter. So just watch your mouth. That's all I have to say. In true Chris fashion, we have a very specific setup. He needs his own espresso contraption, so that's his. This is mine, just like a regular Keurig. And then I felt bad that Cal didn't have his own station, so I made him this little hot chocolate, hot cocoa station. And it has these hot cocoa stirs with little mint peppermints on them. I think they're so cute. And then hot cocoa mix, a little snowman, and then this teeny tiny little frame. You may have seen this in my other home decor videos. I still don't know who this is. This is a baby in the Dalia family. Unknown, unspecified John Doe. But he's cute, and we definitely love him. We just don't know which one that we're loving. These are Christmas cards from years past, and this is our one this year, if you're gonna see. So from our family to yours, here is our Christmas card, and I would send one to every single one of you if it wasn't a pain in the ass, which it inevitably would be. So this is my virtual card giving to you guys. It's a wedding photo from our wedding this year, and I just think it's so cute. Cal is grimacing, which is like usually the face that he's making 95% of the time, which I love. So, and then this is, oh my God, this is his first Christmas, and it was during the pandemic, so I took this myself. He just looks so damn cute. God, babies. Can't believe he was outside, so nuts. And this, I guess, has caused a little controversy. I put hand sanitizer by my sink because you can't be too clean. David Sullivan came to our house and thought that this was soap, which I mean, that's not like a dumb thing by any means, but he was saying that it's dumb to put hand sanitizer by the sink, which I disagree with wholeheartedly. And again, I'll fight. You can't be too clean, especially with toddlers, and where else would you put the hand sanitizer? Like, you wouldn't put it like on the island, but you need to have it out. So comment below if you agree with me or if you agree with David Sullivan about hand sanitizer at the sink, yes or no. And I have a reindeer cookie platter, which is cute. So I get an extra point for cute. So I feel like the fireplace during Christmas is the focal point. It's the most beautiful piece. In years past, like I said, I was doing that faux garland, but there's something about real cedar garland, the way that it falls, it looks so pretty. So I just got this 10-foot piece of cedar garland. I actually got the real garland at Target. Like there's nothing that they don't have. And then I laced it with the lights, and then I just put in, oh, I put these little bells, which are cute. These are from Target too, just a bell garland. And then I filled it more than I filled my stair garland, just because this was like the focal point, but I wanted to make sure that it still fell in line with kind of the theme of all the other rooms. So I put in these flocked pieces, and I had these red berries. I actually sprayed them with spray paint with like a champagne color. Not totally, I still wanted the red to peek through. I wanted some red, but I found that with a ton of red, it's just too overwhelming, at least for the tones in my house. I have like a lot of like cool blues and greens, and just like the bright reds was too much. So I sprayed them, shoved them in there, and I think it turned out really, really cute. These stockings are from Target. I think these were a couple years ago, and this one I got this year. This is one of my favorite pieces, but all of my really cool pieces that look like they're like vintage is because they are from my sweet mother-in-law, who has an amazing eye. So I wish I could tell you where to get these, but I have absolutely no idea. So these two angels are two of my favorite pieces that we have. Oh, and then this little basket was something cute that I saw on Pinterest. I bought these birch wood, pieces of wood, and I shoved them in there. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 in there. And then I just took a blanket that was kind of in the color scheme of my theme this year, folded it up, put it in there, and I think it's just like a nice, cozy touch without being too much on the fireplace. If that makes sense. So I think it turned out really cute. So this is my favorite tree that I've ever done. I love this tree. It was a bit of a conversation in our house because Chris is a very traditional kind of guy, and in his head, Christmas is only red and green, and veering away from that is like treason. So we had to compromise that even though this is like the big tree, the biggest tree that we have, and it's in our living sitting area, we have another tree upstairs that has like the kid ornaments and the fun stuff that Cal's made, and the red and the green, and so that's like the traditional tree. And then that gave me the freedom to do whatever I wanted on this tree, and it was so fun. So I'll go through everything so you can recreate something similar if you want. This tree is from Aldic Home. That's A-L-D-I-K. It's that Christmas store that I was talking about before. It's amazing. And I think this is a 7.5-foot tree, I believe. Oh my God, I just realized my little guy. Poor mama bird. That's supposed to be me and Cal. Oh, she fell. Okay, well, she's kind of back up there. She's fine. That's such a metaphor for being a mom. Just toppling over, exhausted. So, like I said before, Aldic Home has these amazing YouTube videos where they kind of show you how to place garland. For the longest time, I had a hard time putting garland on a tree and ribbon on a tree and making it look organic and kind of part of the tree, but still manicured and pretty and not just like wrapped around in a kind of like a loop down the tree. And they have amazing tutorials. So just write Aldic Home in the YouTube search, ribbon tutorial, tree setup, something like that. It'll come up and it'll show you. So I started with, took the tree, I put an additional set of lights all throughout there. I actually maybe did 2, just to make it extra sparkly, since this is like my favorite big main tree. Took the ribbon, went through the tutorial, fed it through, just like this light kind of champagne gold ribbon with gold accents all the way through. I think I did 4. And then I have this bell garland. I got this from Michael's, and it's kind of like a copper tone bells. I ran those through. I think I have 3 lines that I ran through. These are also from Michael's. This is another garland, and it's just like rose colored balls all together with like a little champagne in there too. Really pretty. Picks, I got these picks from Michael's too. They're not too much. Sometimes with picks, I feel like it makes the tree look not like a tree. It makes it look like a piece of art, which is beautiful too. But I still wanted this to feel like it was somewhat tree-like, Christmas tree-like. So I just got these picks with these baby pine cones on there, and so it gives it a little something without being too overwhelming. And then the balls, I went between some white balls, light gold champagne balls, and then these balls came in a set of like 25, I think. I love these balls. That's gonna be cut, but I do. I love these balls so much. They're my favorite. They're gorgeous. And I think I have like 4 sets of the 25, and I just use them in all different ways throughout my house, but it's like this rosy pink collection, and they're so pretty. I'll definitely find the link and I'll put it in the description, but I highly recommend. They're on Balsam Hill, just on their website, and if you want to recreate a tree of this color scheme, kind of like the rose, white, and gold, get those. That'll help you out a ton. I've given them as gifts. Like, I'm obsessed with these balls. And then last, I wanted still, because the purple is an off tone of the red, I wanted to still be able to use red in my house since it's Christmas, obviously. So I put in those same red berries that I sprayed the champagne spray paint on. And it's just a little hint of red. It's not overwhelming. It still feels like it's part of the tree, but it kind of brings your eye to the red so that I can still use red throughout my house and I won't feel like it's like totally different than what my main tree is, if that makes any sense. I love this tree. I wish I could keep it up all year. Oh, this is my, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, count number 5. I think Chris said I had 6. Little does he know, I added a 7. This is my wrapping paper for the year. And I mean, so ridiculous, wrapping paper for the year, you know. But I live for this, so don't stamper out my joy because I love this so much. I kind of tied it all together with green ribbon, different shades. So I have this kind of like a mossy olive green, this thin ribbon, and then I have a velvet green, and then I have this like darker kind of ribbon green. I think I got all of this ribbon on Etsy. And then I just got kind of parchment paper, and then this is kind of like a sage and white stripes, and I think it's really cute. They look good together. So it's my wrapping paper for the year. So this is my gallery wall that I put up this year. This color paint I have all over my house. It's like a universal, beautiful color. It's Contented by Sherwin-Williams, and one of my biggest pet peeves is when interior designers don't share. I'm saying that like I'm an interior designer. I'm saying it as like as a customer who always wants to find out what people are using. And they never tell you what the color is, and it's so frustrating. So this is Contented by Sherwin-Williams, and I will die on that hill. It's an amazing color. These pieces I got from my mother-in-law. They're amazing. They're like vintage candelabras, and I love them. I wish I knew where I got them. But a way to kind of tie it all in for Christmas, this gallery wall, is I just exchanged some of the pieces for Christmassy paintings and prints. So this is I think I got this from Michael's. It's just like a music sheet for O Come All Ye Faithful, which is funny. But it just adds like a little Christmas without it feeling like too overwhelming Christmas everywhere. I'm laughing at like all the husbands that are probably like watching this with their wives and being like, the whole thing is Christmas, what are you talking about? But yeah, it's my little way of tying in the season for something that kind of stays stationary the whole year round. So this is my traditional Christmas floor, and there's something about it that's so nostalgic and fun, and I've really found myself spending the most time up here during the season, so that may give you an indicator into what you should do in your own house. I don't know, traditional Christmas I feel like is the way to go, just amazing. I had to paint this wall because I ultimately decided that it was too plain. And so I bought a coat of paint and I painted it. This is French Toil by Benjamin Moore. Don't quote me, but I'll put it in the description if I'm wrong. But I think it's a really pretty, cool color. I also have this amazing couch that I got from Sixpenny. I was trying to find a couch that I could wash with a slipcover that wasn't like totally outrageous in price. And they have some really, really great couches. And so I feel like that green and that blue are kind of the same family of tones. And they look really, really great together, I think. Stockings, these are our stockings this year. Target, Pottery Barn. These sconces I got on Amazon, and they are plugless. They are just battery powered. And I didn't even put them in because I thought that the light would be great. I just wanted to have the sconce. So that's a really quick and easy way if you want to do the same thing without like having to reorganize your electric system or put a real sconce in, you can just get rid of. This coffee table is from Pottery Barn, and it is so versatile for different seasons. I feel like the color of this wood is so pretty, and it just makes everything on it look really sharp and clean, and I just love this table. It also has a second piece that I didn't get, but like a second table that can kind of slide underneath if you need a little bit more area space. So that's an option too if you feel like you would want a coffee table like this, but you need more space. They do have that option as well. Got these from Target. I think this is from Lulu in Georgia, the space. It's like one of the things that I splurged on in here. This is my favorite chair in the house. I have the same one you may have seen in my sitting room. I think it's the coolest chair I've ever seen. And every time I have people at my house, I talk about this chair and no one seems to share in my enthusiasm about how cool it is. So regardless, I think it's a really, really cool chair and I love it. And so this is from CB2. I think this is from Home Goods. Again, because red can be a little overpowering, but I still wanted it to feel red in here. I did all green, white, neutral pillows, and then I put that one red and white one in the center to just kind of pull it all together. This is where all of our sentimental ornaments hang, and I truly love this tree. Aesthetically, I like the one downstairs better, but this one is like the warm, happy tree that I love. It's so funny hearing toddlers downstairs playing and screaming during this. I have, oh, this is his little, it's crazy, his little hand from his first Christmas. He was so tiny. But having a tree, at least one tree in your house, oh, this is number 6 for those that are counting. Having one tree that you can put all those on, I think is really special. And if you want to have a really pretty aesthetic Christmas, just do multiple trees. Do 7, like me. Yeah, that's this room. I'm sure this is where we will open presents as a family. And I just love the space. I think it's really cozy and warm and traditional and Christmassy. So I won't show you my whole bedroom, but I will show you the last and final tree. I made this tree completely for myself. I'm surrounded by boys in this house. I have a husband who's a boy, I have a toddler who's a boy, and then I have 4 boy dogs. It's just me in this house. So this is my way of like bringing feminine energy into my house, and I just did all of it in pink and purple. And when I rest my head at night and I feel sad about all the male energy in my house, this is what I do to calm down. It's the same kind of tree as that big tree in my living room downstairs, but it's just a smaller size. I think it's a 6 foot instead of a 7.5 from Aldic Home. And then some of the ornaments I got from that big ball set from Balsam Hill that I love. And then I think these are just from Home Goods, maybe. Home Goods has cool selections of balls that aren't necessarily red and green and gold. So if you want to have like a quirky tree like this, like one side one in your house, I would suggest Home Goods for balls and ornaments. They usually have some cool color selections. So yeah, this is my girl tree, and I love her. And she's my 7th and final tree. All right, guys, that's been our home tour. I hope you really, really enjoyed it. My sweet baby just woke up from his nap, and I thought it fitting. He is loving talking right now. It's his absolute, do you like to talk?
Yeah.
It's fun, huh?
Yeah.
It's so fun. So I thought that he could share the last part of the tour, and it's his personal favorite. It's the Santa sleigh with the elves. You may remember them from last year. They were flying from my ceiling, terrifying everybody that came into my house, which brought me immense joy. So Cal, take it away. Can you tell Sam and the camera what you see over here? Good job. What do you see?
I see pine cones.
Pine cones? Yes. Yeah, where do you think we bought those from? What store?
The pine cones.
Target. It was Target. Yeah, and what else do you see? Can you describe what you see?
I see.
Yeah.
Horn.
Yeah, he's got a horn on his head. Are those two elves?
Yes.
Do you like those guys?
They have glasses on.
They do have glasses on.
And Santa too.
And Santa too. And what do you want to get from Santa this year?
A real robot.
A real robot. So stay tuned because we'll see if Santa's gonna get you a real robot. What do you think? And we have a friend visiting. It's just the coolest time and season. So I hope that you and yours have an incredible season and that Christmas is just so fun for you and your whole family. I know it's going to hopefully be fun for ours. And we really appreciate you guys tuning in. So we'll see you next time, guys. Bye. Can you say bye?
Bye. Let's go down and mix, and that will be a Pac-Man.
Oh, okay.
Let's go do that.
Let's go make a Pac-Man. All right.